spent the morning taking care of the animals. It's taken me a few hours, but it's things that need to be done. The one thing I pretty much failed on last night was making sure the greenhouses had enough water to get through the night, and they did not. So I lost a little bit of income there. Luckily, I watered them quick this morning, so the plants didn't quite die. But the one thing I have to keep in mind also is that the horses are producing some manure as well. So yesterday I did get the manure from the horses into the lemon greenhouse, but we're basically out of manure as well. The good news is, though, the TMR mixer made enough TMR to keep the cows fully fed now for quite a while, at least a week. Yeah, but I need to go ahead and refill that up because I'm out of hay. I'm just about out of silage and not too far on straw. But since the cows are taken care of, I got bigger things than I need to do, which is harvest the canola fields that are down here. I did pay off a little bit of the loan last night as well. Got the loan down to $850,000. But we are starting the day with $20,000 because, well, property income. I checked the market this morning for how things are looking, and price-wise, things are not looking the greatest, so not going to sell anything this morning, but hopefully things will change. We're going to have tons of canola here in a while. Yesterday evening, I also went ahead and I thought about putting a ramp in by our silo, and I thought, nah, well, you know, a ramp would be good, but what would be cheaper is just grab the bucket and grab some dirt and make my own ramp with some dirt. Then I went down to the store and just got a couple bags of concrete, and I concreted the top of the ramp I did myself just to give it a little more compact. And I did a little bit of a test, and it seemed to work if I backed up quite a ways. I don't like how far back up I had to back up in order for it to get to work, but overall it can work just fine. Definitely cheaper than getting an auger wagon and having the auger wagon follow around the combine and then unload into the silo that way, because the wagon I would get would have to hold a lot, as far as I'm concerned, or I'd be just making more trips. It would have to be bigger than the trailer that I'm using, or I'm just making more trips and not saving myself some time. So I'm going to give it a try this morning, the ramp at the silo, see how it goes. Should definitely have more enough canola around here to fill up the trailer. This field alone should be able to fill up the trailer. Meanwhile, the autonomous tractor is weeding the field behind the sheds. I got the cereal crop field weeded yesterday while I was making the ramp, so that's all good to go. But those two fields up there do need a second stage of fertilization at some point. I might be doing that in the favorite, because, you know, this field down here needs to be reseeded. Now the question is, this field here, if this needs lime, that's fine. I am kind of thinking if this field here needs lime, instead of using the small spreader, I think I may go ahead and purchase the bigger one, the Breedle that holds a lot. I think it's 18,000. Is it 18,000 liters of lime it can hold, something like that? It's expensive, so yeah, I'm going to have to borrow a little bit more money on the loan again. But overall, it's something I'll need. Instead of just having to stop and refill the small spreader all the time, that would be the wise thing to do. I'm hoping this field doesn't need lime. I think this is only this could be the third harvest. Or did I just lime? I don't remember. Luckily, I got a tablet that will tell me all I need to know. Anyways, with all that said and done, things are looking pretty good here on the farm. Loan interest at midnight is down to about $2,600, so not too bad. I mean, it's almost like 2 hours of property income, and that will cover it. So, but in the meantime, yeah, the animals are doing pretty darn good. We got a lot of eggs. The egg price is not the greatest. Same thing with the wool. The milk price is going up, but not looking too bad. But we just barely got the cows. We've only got like maybe 3,000 liters of milk. Not much to even think about swapping and getting some cash for that. So yeah, I'm going to hang on to the milk. That trailer that I have to water the greenhouses, that's going to be a temporary trailer for sure. But the reason why I got that trailer is that trailer is big enough to hold water and milk. All the other trailers I was looking at was either water or milk, instead of having both. Until I get two trailers are need to be pulled by semis, or I could have bought a dolly to haul the semi-trailer. So I chose to go with the cheapest option for the time being. At least trying to. I mean, I'm trying to do what I can here. Man, yeah, look at this canola. One headland, and I'm just about full here, which is good. I'll have to grab the 1000, come over and unload it, or drive. You know what? I'm in the combine. I'll just drive the combine over. Instead of walking over, get the Fendt, and drive it back over here, we'll just bring the combine over. Yep, the autonomous tractor is done weeding the field. So I guess since I am really not going to need the autonomous tractor for a while, I guess I could always just go ahead and just let it go ahead and fertilize the fields up there. But it's going to have to wait a little bit. I do want to get a couple of harvests in over here, a couple of combine loads. So I'll probably have to wait until I go back with the trailer unload to the silo before I get the autonomous tractor. So it's just going to sit there and wait for me. I mean, it's just a machine, so. But the cows were looking pretty good. They're going to have TMR now for the rest of their days here. At least while I'm here, that's for darn sure. But I need to go ahead and fill that on up. And so I have a good amount. Actually, while I'm waiting, how much TMR do the cows actually require? I didn't quite fill them up because I didn't want to leave TMR in the trailer. So we're just going to say 40,000 liters is what they require. That's something we can definitely do. I mean, because now we got them starved, we got them full. And I think there's 10,000 liters left in the mixer. So by the time needed again, I should have more than enough ready to rock and roll. And that mixer can hold 90,000 liters. So until we get... I gotta remember that pipe. I can't fold that pipe until I'm away from the trailer. Yeah, once we get enough cows, I mean, I can only hold 90,000 liters. So I'm guessing around around 30 cows, I may, that won't be able to hold what the feed trough can hold for the 10 days. But man, I'm a ways away from that, so I'm not going to worry about that at all. And when I get that far, hopefully the cows are producing enough manure and milk and all that stuff to help me keep the greenhouses full, and of course selling the milk as well. So there is one combine load full, so I can get 4 in there. I think it's almost 4 combine loads. So definitely going to fill up the trailer just in this field here. I'm hoping today that the canola price goes up because we have tons of canola sitting in storage right now. So by the end of the day, we might have 250,000 liters of canola. Somewhere in there. That's what I'm kind of shooting for. The trailer is full. The combine is just about full. Going to head on back up to the farm, dump that load into the silo, hopefully all in one go. And then I think I'm going to stay up at the farm while I switch over the autonomous tractor to fertilize those 2 fields. And while it's fertilizing those fields, I think I'll grab the Fendt Favorite and we'll go ahead and load up the TMR mixer. Grab the loading wagon, pick up some hay that we cut down the day before. That's still sitting in that field. So the good news about that loading wagon is it's almost the capacity that the TMR mixer can take. So that kind of works out for my favor. I just load up the loading wagon full, and we'll almost fill up the TMR mixer for either hay or straw at that time. So that'll work out. I got to take a good look at our silage situation. I may need, next time we cut our grass field, to make more silage again. But like I said, the first go around, we're going to use a lot of materials because the cows didn't have any TMR. So, but now that they do, I think we'll be able to go ahead and catch up and have a stockpile for them. That mixer can hold 90,000 liters. But the weird thing is, you put 30,000 liters in of silage, hay, and straw, you would think, kind of in a way, that should equal out to be 90,000 liters of TMR, but it doesn't. Which is understandable in some ways, but then again, it makes you go, Yeah, so the combine is full. As you can see, the trailer is full. Before I go on down, because I haven't checked here in a few hours, yeah, the canola price, $5.19, waiting for that to go back up. Yeah, so I have 100,000 liters of canola now. The other thing I just want to keep a close eye on, the egg price, yeah, not the greatest at all. So, I mean, 1,500 is not bad for eggs, but we were getting up near 2,000 when we want to sell it. So drive back carefully back to the farm that I don't dump into this precious canola on out. I'm not in big rush to get these fields harvested now and swapped around. And the good news about the field we are harvesting is it doesn't require any lime right now. So I can just come right on down here and reseed it. This time with soybean. I'm hoping at some point to get a nice planter. And of course, if I do get a planter, that means I got to get a different header for the combine as well. I see that in our future. I think when I get the loan below $500,000 is when I'll do it. As it stands right now, technically, I think I got enough product on the farm to do that, honestly, but the price is not good at all. Yeah, and also about the loan, this is about the time, our month is almost up from when the farm took the loan of $1.5 million that I was supposed to have it paid back, but since we're half owners now, yeah, we kind of got relieved of not having to pay it off in the month. So here's a little bit of a ramp that I built. Now, I did a little testing with the canola I had in storage. Get this working. I kind of got to drive almost a couple axles over the silo, and let's see if I can do it in one go this time. Well, the trailer can do it in one go. I don't like having all the weight of the tires on top of the silo grain, but we'll see how it goes. I may actually be too close to that light post by missing everything. Well, so far so good. It's still tipping and it hasn't hit nothing yet. And there we go. So a cheap fix, just by moving some dirt around and, you know, a couple bags of concrete to put on top. I'm surprised I'm not cracking the concrete because I don't think that layer is actually thick enough. But that works. And plus, by the way, doing it like this, I can still use a smaller trailer to come alongside here and dump and tip side it that way. And of course, I need to smooth it out maybe just a little bit if I can. I don't think I can. But I can still get a trailer alongside here and empty into here. I have thought about replacing these silos, but really the money situation on the farm, I mean, silos are not cheap. And those are doing the job well enough. Run over here and get the autonomous tractor. And that's been sitting out here for a while, and the engine's probably still running because I have not had a chance to look at the software on this thing yet to figure out how to turn the engine off after it's done doing what it's supposed to be doing. So this canola is looking pretty good. Just needs to be fertilized. Yeah, the engine is still running. Alright, turn the program off. But we'll leave it kind of activated because I'm going to grab the fertilizer spreader and start it on this field. And really it's not going to take long to fertilize the field because the field's not that big. Back it on in here nicely, hopefully. That's too far back. I may have to check that, make sure I didn't damage it. Went too far back. Forward on down. Hoses. There we go. And the other thing about getting a lime spreader, I won't have to keep playing the guessing game of what is in the spreader. Because sometimes I really don't know. Alright, I'm getting better at getting my hands in here, though. There we go. Got everything hooked on up. Well, it is fertilizer that's in here, so okay, I don't have to dump out lime and take care of that. Alright, so this is not going to take long at all. That's why I'm going to stay up here and take care of the TMR mixer. Let's go here, course generation. Field number 2, around 1. Let's see, it's a 24, so I'm going to go down to 22. I really don't mind. Just make sure it overlaps. So I'll just take about a minute or two, honestly. That won't take too long. How's our money doing? We're at $27,000, which is pretty darn good for not selling nothing. That's about the cash we made since midnight. Couldn't remember what I did with the favorite tractor. I was getting to wonder. Cables. Leave that there. Of course, I'm going to need the bucket. and grab the loading wagon, head on over, pick up some more hay, and then load up with some silage, and that should start getting that up and going. It's just one of those things that when you don't have no stock inventory or something, it just takes a while to get it going. Is this capable of pulling this, honestly? I don't remember. I think so. I think we used this at the beginning. There we go. Make sure everything's connected, because one time I hitched up the PTO shaft and not the hydraulic hoses, and I couldn't use it correctly. Yeah, I think I used this in the beginning with this. Seems like a while ago now that I only had this one tractor and one tractor only. I don't plan on expanding the fleet. The only thing I'll expand the fleet with is buying another autonomous tractor. But those are like 300 grand when they're brand new. So yeah, I'm not sure about doing that anytime soon. Need to watch out for the cows when they do that. And I think doing the headland last time just about filled up this trailer, so I think it'll be about the same. Now I thought about getting a baler. The problem is I have here, it's like if I want to bale the rest of this hay and save it for later, yeah, I don't know if I can just take the bales and shove it into the TMR mixer and now we'll chop it on up, or do I have to put it in as loose? I'm not really sure. I did not look at the brochure well enough to find out. But this is working well enough. I'll just leave this hay here. If it disappears, it disappears. If it's no good, then so be it. But right now it's looking pretty good. Yeah, it just works out kind of well. When I bought this loading wagon, I had no idea that I'd be buying a TMR mixer where the capacity for each category is 30,000 liters, and this holds 28.5 or 20, or is it just 20? I don't remember. But yeah, it works out just well enough. Yeah, this tractor has no problem hauling this, so yeah, I must have used this at the beginning because I don't like wasting straw. And that's the other thing, straw. That cereal crop field there, yes. What am I going to do with extra straw? Pellets? And what can I do with them? That's the question. The silo I have, I do not think takes straw pellets, so I can't put them in there. I'll have to double check the brochure here. I can check the brochure in a minute. I'll check the store page. The store actually still has those silos on the store page, so I can read up on them to see what they do store. I mean, if they store straw pellets, I'd be surprised, but I've been surprised many times before. Already, just running this farm here, been surprised by many things. And also, while I'm at the store page, I think I need to go ahead and I need to buy a weight for this tractor, just because it just hit me. I shouldn't be driving over the hay like that, but it just hit me. When I go get the silage, yeah, a weight for the back of this would be really nice to have. Alright, so that's why, while that's unloading with hay, let's go to the store page here. Silos. If we scroll on down, where are they? Right here. Yeah, they don't hold anything out of the ordinary, just the basic crops, if you will. Yeah. So I mean, there's plenty of different silos I could maybe purchase. I mean, something like that would work. Tearing down those and putting these up would be great. A drive over would be really nice. 1 million liters, but I don't think I'll ever harvest that much. Well, I shouldn't say that. But those are expensive. Actually, I mean, that's not that expensive. I mean, 180 grand is not that expensive to hold 1 million liters. But something, yeah, not going to happen. Just not going to happen. So we're going to have to deal with what we got. So I'll have to find a different way to do straw pellets. That just says hay. Oh wow, so many different things here. Yeah, that's not going to do it either. Well, something to consider. All right, so we're doing pretty darn good there. Oops, I kind of forgot. Yeah, while we're here, let's go here. Weights. How heavy do I want to go? I mean, that seems extreme. But I'd always rather go extreme than not have enough. So we'll drive off the loading wagon, head on down to the store, pick up our weight. In the meantime, I'll move the autonomous tractor over to the cereal crop field, come back, get some silage in the TMR mixer, and I'm going to call it a morning, go have lunch, and then hopefully finish the harvest off in the rest of the afternoon. Wait a minute. And I do mean wait a minute. I just realized why the tractor is not being able to do a full bucket like it used to is because I don't have the weights on my tires. I usually put the wide tires with weights on, and I think I just put the standard tires on last time. That would be why. Okay. I mean, either way. And also, I thought I selected, but I'm not sure if it's matching. I thought I selected the classic Fendt paint job for the weight, but it doesn't quite look the same from weight to tractor. So after lunch, I'll have to have a look at putting the correct tires on this tractor, or just adding the weights to the tires, and also trying to double check the paint on the weight to make sure it matches what we have. Yep, and I knew it wouldn't take long for the autonomous tractor to fertilize that field, so the upper fields are kind of all set to go. They should be ready tomorrow at some point. And now with the weight on the back of this, yeah, it seems to have no problem whatsoever. And now we are making some more TMR for the cows. So in about 10 days time or so, we should be good to go. And this will make the cows productivity go up to 100% compared to, is it 70% with just hay? So an extra 30% production, which is good. So I don't mind spending the $1,500 on the weight. I mean, it's something I could probably use anyways. It looks like I'm going to have more than enough silage to top off the mixer for a while. So it looks like the way the mixer is using the rations here, it's almost like one part hay, 1 part silage, and half part straw, because I only went through like half the straw, and I was just about out of silage, and we were completely out of hay. So we'll get the rest of that field harvested today and try to get the other 2 fields harvested as well. I don't have anything scheduled for the rest of my afternoon, and that is good enough. So in theory, when that runs out, I should be out of hay, then silage, and probably even some straw. And right now I do have 25,000 liters of TMR. So that is all good. I'm going to park this by the work shed. so I can get the correct tires on here. Yeah, that's. I was wondering that before. I was like, boy, I've used this bucket before and got a full bucket, and the tractor didn't seem to fall forward. And last time I used it was, and I did not notice that the weights were not on the tractor. I mean, that's not being a good farmer right there. That's something you should know. Yeah, either way, turn that off. Let's go get the autonomous tractor. Yeah, put the fertilizer spreader away. And maybe I'll hook that up to the drill, so when I get done harvesting that field, it can go on down. Or I can probably just have the autonomous tractor follow me down in the 1000. That way, when I'm done with that harvest, I can get it to drill the soybeans back in. Yeah, we almost doubled the size of this field as well. I don't know if I want to make it any bigger, because this is our cereal crop field only, and I don't want to be producing too much straw for me to handle it. I can figure out when it comes time what to do with straw pellets. I mean, I thought we had the thing that we needed, which was the pellet factory and making pallets of pellets, but that wasn't working out. I mean, I don't want to say things have gone well on this farm, but I've also had some issues on this farm. But nothing that we haven't overcome so far. And the one thing I haven't done either is, when I woke up this morning, I did not check the mailbox. Not that I really expect too much of happenings going on, but turn that off for now. Hoses, PTO, that's good. 1 o'clock, good time to go have some lunch. I'm glad that this little makeshift ramp has worked out. I was dreading about putting a ramp anywhere in here that was too big. I just want to come on down here and check on the greenhouses. I want to see how much water these greenhouses are using, because it used a lot more water than I thought it would. I was expecting it to last like 3 days. I don't think I've had these 3 days. I think they lasted a day and a half, maybe 2 days. Yeah, so since this morning, since we topped it off, I used 20% of the water. And the manure, yeah, not so much. I did spend a little of the daylight hours with the horses. They look rather content. Yeah, I'm not riding them every day like I thought I'd get a chance to. But they seem pretty darn happy. And that's the manure that they're producing. I probably should come over. I need to spend some time and take care of some of the weeds around here. And I have heard a little bit about the trees. Yeah, apparently we can plant trees and they'll grow pretty darn quick. So I may go ahead and take care of that pine tree in there and give them some better trees. Anyways, let me go check the mailbox here. Just in case. Well, there is a letter in here. I have a pig I need you to look after. I don't have anyone around this farm to look after it anymore. So you'll need to build a pig pen, and soon. Really? A pig pen? That is something I didn't really want to get involved with. We're pigs. And I gotta, well, yeah, okay. I mean, it's not a problem, just that it's going to be, it's going to cost money. And then I got to feed a pig? I mean, I got crops, yes, but I mean, that cuts it into our selling profit a little bit. Well, it just says soon. What does soon mean? I mean, I got like a couple days or so? Well, I guess while I'm having lunch, I'm going to be looking at some pig pens. Pig pens, silos, pellets, all this kind of stuff. What's in the fridge?